Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you've misplaced your keys, only to find them later in the refrigerator? If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. These little memory slips can happen to anyone, but they tend to become more frequent as we get older. And while most of them are harmless, they can feel frustrating and even a little bit scary. You might start to wonder, is this just part of getting older? Or is it something more? The good news is, your brain doesn't have to slow down just because you've celebrated your 65th birthday. In fact, there are some simple things you can do every day to keep your mind sharp, focused, and full of energy. One of the most powerful of those things, the food you put on your plate. Yes, what you eat has a direct impact on how your brain works, especially as you age. Certain foods are like fuel for your memory, your focus, and even your mood. They can help protect your brain from damage, reduce inflammation, and support the growth of new brain cells. And the best part is, these are everyday foods you can easily include in your diet without needing any fancy supplements or complicated routines. In this video, we're going to explore 6 of the most powerful brain-boosting foods you can start eating today. These aren't magic pills or miracle cures, but they are backed by science and experience. Whether you're 65, 75, or even 85, your brain still has the potential to grow, adapt, and stay vibrant. Let's start with something that's probably already in your fridge right now: blueberries. These tiny berries are often called brain berries, and for good reason. They're packed with antioxidants, particularly one called anthocyanin, which helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. That might sound technical, but think of it this way. When you eat blueberries, it's like giving your brain a gentle cleanse, washing away the buildup that can slow it down over time. Studies have shown that older adults who regularly eat blueberries perform better on memory tests and have better concentration. They even show signs of delayed brain aging. So if you're looking for a sweet snack that supports your brain, reach for a handful of blueberries. You can toss them in your oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy them fresh by the bowl. Next, let's talk about something rich, flavorful, and beloved by many: fatty fish. Think salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout. These kinds of fish are full of omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which is a building block of the brain. DHA helps your brain cells communicate better with each other, which means your thoughts can flow more clearly and your memory can stay sharper. The older we get, the more important it becomes to nourish our brains with these healthy fats, because the body becomes less efficient at producing them naturally. Eating fatty fish just 2 or 3 times a week can make a real difference. It can reduce the risk of cognitive decline and even help fend off more serious memory issues down the road. And if you're not a fan of fish, you can still get some of these benefits from flax seeds, chia seeds, or omega-3 supplements. But fish is the gold standard. Now I want to bring your attention to something golden in color and even more golden in value: turmeric. This spice, often found in curries and golden milk, contains a powerful compound called curcumin. Curcumin has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, which means it can directly reach your brain and do its good work there. It acts as a natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, and some studies suggest it may help improve memory and even boost mood. In cultures where turmeric is a daily part of the diet, older adults tend to have better brain health and lower rates of cognitive issues. You can sprinkle turmeric into soups, rice, eggs, or warm up a cup of turmeric tea with a bit of black pepper, which actually helps your body absorb curcumin better. So far, we've looked at blueberries, fatty fish, and turmeric. These 3 foods alone are already powerful allies for your brain, but we still have 3 more to explore, and each of them brings its own special gift to your mental clarity and longevity. The important thing to remember is that eating for brain health doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about being perfect or following a strict diet. It's about choosing foods that love your brain back. Think of every meal as an opportunity to nourish your mind just as much as your body. Let's continue this journey in the next part, where we'll uncover the final 3 foods that help keep your brain young, flexible, and full of life, no matter what age you are. Now that we've talked about the powerful effects of blueberries, fatty fish, and turmeric, let's move on to the next brain-boosting food, one that's incredibly easy to include in your daily meals and yet often overlooked. It is leafy green vegetables. I'm talking about spinach, kale, collard greens, and even simple romaine lettuce. These greens are rich in vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene, all of which are known to support brain health. Studies have shown that people who eat just one serving of leafy greens a day experience slower mental decline compared to those who rarely eat them. Think about that for a moment. One small bowl of greens a day could help keep your memory sharper and your mind more alert as you age. You don't have to turn into a salad fanatic, but adding a handful of spinach to your morning eggs or blending kale into your smoothie can make a meaningful difference. And here's something else to consider. Leafy greens are also high in nitrates, which help improve blood flow, including blood flow to the brain. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients get to where they're needed, helping your brain stay energized and ready for the day. You might not feel it instantly, but over time, this gentle nourishment builds up and helps protect your mental clarity. Next, we have an absolute favorite among many seniors, nuts, particularly walnuts. You may already know that nuts are a healthy snack, but walnuts deserve special mention when it comes to brain health. They are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that supports brain structure and function. In fact, if you look closely, a walnut even looks a bit like a human brain. Nature has a funny way of giving us clues. Studies have found that people who eat a small handful of walnuts a day tend to have better cognitive function and memory performance. They also show fewer signs of inflammation in the brain, which is a key factor in age-related decline. And here's something lovely about walnuts. They are easy to enjoy. You can toss them on a salad, stir them into oatmeal, or simply enjoy them as an afternoon snack. Just be mindful of portions because they are calorie-dense, but even a few can offer big benefits. Other nuts like almonds, pistachios, and hazelnuts also contain brain-friendly nutrients like vitamin E and magnesium, which help protect against oxidative damage and support brain signaling. Now let's move to the sixth and final food on our list, and this one might surprise you. It's dark chocolate. Yes, that's right. A small piece of dark chocolate can be good for your brain, but not just any chocolate. You want chocolate that is at least 70% cocoa. This type of chocolate is rich in flavonoids, caffeine, and antioxidants, all of which can enhance memory, mood, and focus. Research has shown that eating dark chocolate can improve blood flow to the brain and even boost neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to form new connections and adapt to new information. That means the next time you enjoy a square of dark chocolate, you're not just treating yourself, you're also feeding your brain. Of course, moderation is key. Too much sugar is not your friend. So choose high-quality dark chocolate with minimal added sugar. Even just a small square or two a day can bring real benefits. You can enjoy it with a cup of tea in the afternoon or melt it into a warm drink before bed. So let's quickly recap the 6 brain-loving foods you now know about. First, blueberries, nature's little memory boosters. Second, fatty fish, the gold standard for healthy brain fats. Third, turmeric, the golden spice that calms inflammation and lifts mood. Fourth, leafy green vegetables, packed with vitamins and brain-protective nutrients. Fifth, walnuts and other nuts, supporting cognitive function and memory. And sixth, dark chocolate, a sweet and surprising way to improve brain blood flow and connectivity. These 6 foods aren't just good for your brain. They're also delicious, accessible, and easy to add to your daily meals. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet or follow some strict regimen. Small changes made consistently can bring powerful results. Maybe you start by swapping your afternoon cookie for a few walnuts, or you begin adding spinach to your sandwich. Perhaps you enjoy a small square of dark chocolate after dinner instead of sugary dessert. Each of these tiny steps is a gift you give to your brain, and it's never too late to start. Whether you're 65, 70, or 85, your brain is still changing, growing, and capable of wonderful things. The more you support it with nourishing foods, the more it will support you back with clear thinking, sharper memory, and a greater sense of well-being. Eating well is not about restriction. It's about choosing foods that help you stay vibrant, joyful, and mentally strong for all the beautiful years ahead. In the next part, we'll go beyond just food. We'll look at the daily habits and lifestyle changes that can work hand in hand with your diet to keep your brain young and agile. Because while food is powerful, your brain also thrives on movement, connection, learning, and rest. Stick with me and let's continue this journey together. Now that we have explored all 6 brain-boosting foods in detail, let us take a moment to talk about how you can realistically and easily bring these foods into your life every single day. Because knowing is one thing, but doing makes the real difference. Let us start with breakfast, the most important meal of the day. It is the perfect opportunity to include at least 2 or 3 of these brain-friendly ingredients in one go. Imagine starting your morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries and chopped walnuts. You can even sprinkle a small pinch of turmeric into the oats while cooking and finish it off with a handful of spinach stirred in at the end if you like something savory. Or you could go with eggs scrambled with spinach and a slice of whole grain toast on the side. Then enjoy a square of dark chocolate with your mid-morning tea. Small steps like these go a long way when done daily. At lunch, think about including a leafy green salad with romaine lettuce or kale, tossed with olive oil and a protein like grilled salmon or sardines. Not only is this light and refreshing, it is a powerful way to nourish your brain and protect your memory. If you are not a salad person, you can blend spinach into a green smoothie or cook it into a vegetable soup. And if you do not enjoy fish, you can get omega-3s from plant-based sources like ground flax seeds or chia seeds sprinkled into your yogurt or on your fruit. Dinner can also be a smart and satisfying meal for your brain. Cook up a stew or curry with turmeric and vegetables, or prepare a plate of steamed greens with roasted nuts on top. And remember, a little dark chocolate in the evening is not just a treat. It is part of your brain care routine now. What matters is not perfection, but consistency. It is okay to miss a day or two, but make these foods your regular companions, and over time your brain will thank you. And here is something truly inspiring. Research shows that people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s can still form new brain cells and build new neural connections when they provide the brain with the right nutrients, mental stimulation, and emotional support. That means it is not too late. Not at all. In fact, making these changes now could bring even more benefits than if you had started earlier, because the brain becomes especially responsive to care and attention in later years. It is a wonderful thing to know that you can still shape your future with the choices you make today. But brain health is not just about what you eat. It is also about how you live. So let us talk about the simple lifestyle habits that can work together with these 6 foods to protect your brain and preserve your memory. One of the most important habits is regular movement. You do not need to run or lift heavy weights. A gentle walk every day, some light stretching, or even dancing to your favorite music in the living room can boost blood flow to the brain and release feel-good chemicals like endorphins. Physical activity has been shown again and again to improve memory, mood, and even creativity in older adults. So move your body in a way that feels good to you and do it daily. Another key habit is staying mentally engaged. Your brain is like a muscle, and it grows stronger with use. Reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or simply having deep conversations can keep your mind sharp and prevent memory loss. Try reading a few pages from a book each day, or learning to play a musical instrument, or perhaps a new language. Even watching educational documentaries or listening to new music can activate different areas of your brain. And it is not about mastering something new. It is about enjoying the process and giving your brain something to chew on. Now let us talk about connection. Emotional closeness and social interaction are powerful medicine for the aging brain. Loneliness and isolation can increase the risk of cognitive decline, while staying connected with friends, family, and community can improve memory and thinking. Pick up the phone and call someone you care about. Share a story. Join a group or take a class at the local center. Being part of something larger than yourself nourishes the heart and the mind. Sleep is also a non-negotiable part of brain health. When you sleep, your brain clears out waste, forms new memories, and resets itself for the next day. Make sure you are getting enough restful sleep, ideally 7 to 8 hours each night. If sleep is difficult, create a gentle bedtime routine. Turn off bright screens an hour before bed, and try calming music or a warm bath. Your brain does some of its most important work while you are asleep. Lastly, stay hopeful. A positive mindset plays a big role in brain aging. People who believe they can stay mentally sharp are more likely to do so. Your attitude towards aging affects how your brain performs. So keep learning, keep laughing, and keep loving life. Be kind to yourself. Every small effort you make counts. And if you ever feel discouraged, just remember, the brain is not fixed. It is flexible, alive, and waiting for you to nourish it with care and intention. In the final part of our video, we will bring everything together and look at a simple daily routine that includes these 6 brain foods and these lifestyle habits in a gentle flow that you can start tomorrow. You will see how easy and joyful it can be to care for your brain after 65 and feel sharper, calmer, and more confident in your mind every single day. Let us now gently bring everything together. You have learned about 6 powerful foods that science and experience both show can protect your memory, sharpen your focus, and keep your brain young and alive even after the age of 65. These are blueberries, leafy green vegetables like spinach, turmeric, walnuts, dark chocolate, and fatty fish rich in omega-3s like salmon and sardines. You have also learned how to easily and naturally add them into your daily meals. Breakfast with oatmeal and berries, lunch with leafy greens and olive oil, dinner with fish or a vegetable curry seasoned with turmeric, and small joyful moments with a square of dark chocolate. All of it works together like gentle, quiet medicine for your brain. But remember, food is only one part of the picture. The way you live, the thoughts you choose to dwell on, the people you talk to, the things you still try to learn and explore. These all create an environment where your brain can thrive no matter your age. A daily walk under the trees, a phone call to someone you love, a crossword puzzle by the window, a book you read out loud to your grandchildren, a warm bath and a good night's sleep. These are not luxuries. These are essentials. So what might a perfect day look like for your brain after 65? Let us imagine together. You wake up slowly after a restful night. You stretch your arms, take a deep breath, and smile to yourself because today, like every day, is a chance to care for your beautiful mind. You prepare a warm bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon, sprinkle in blueberries and walnuts, and sip some green tea while watching the birds outside. Later in the morning, you do a few light stretches or take a walk down the street. You say hello to your neighbors. You feel the breeze on your face. You feel alive. For lunch, you make a salad with kale, olive oil, and grilled salmon. Or maybe a bowl of vegetable soup with spinach and a slice of bread. You read a chapter from a novel. You solve a puzzle. You write in your journal or call a friend just to chat and laugh. In the afternoon, you rest your body and let your thoughts wander or listen to soft music. For dinner, you cook a simple meal with turmeric and vegetables and finish with a small square of dark chocolate. You sit for a while with a loved one, or you watch a documentary that teaches you something new. Before bed, you light a candle, maybe read something gentle and beautiful, and drift into sleep with gratitude in your heart. This day is not complicated. It is not expensive, but it is a powerful way to keep your brain healthy and your spirit light. And you deserve this. You deserve to enjoy your thoughts, to remember your memories clearly, to feel focused and sharp and present. Age does not have to take that from you. In fact, with small daily steps like these, age can become your ally. It can become a time of wisdom, of clarity, of mental peace. So start today. Choose just one food to add to your diet, just one new small habit to try, and do it gently, kindly, with patience. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Your brain is listening, and it is ready to respond. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your mind, and it will take care of you.